Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim and I'm just going to show you a quick tutorial on how to crochet a baby's hat. What you want to do is you want to get any yarn that's soft. Let me be completely honest with you. All the yarns have the same acrylic material in it. So it doesn't matter if it says baby yarn or if it's just regular yarn. It is literally the same acrylic material. What you want though is you want to look at the label and you want to see where it says for medium weight. Now there are some patterns that you can use that requires a 3, but I'm going to use a 4 today. And I'm going to start with what is called a magic ring. And I'm going to show you 2 ways to make it. You want to give yourself what is called a tail. So this is what you call a tail. And you want to take the yarn, just wrap it around your hands like this, and just put it around a couple fingers and just cross it over like this. You want to take your hook, and I am using a 5mm hook, and we'll do another video talking about different hook sizes and different hooks, brands. And you want to go under and grab that loop. Let it all go. Bring your yarn over and lock it in. Let's do that again. Lay the yarn over. You can do 3 fingers if you're more comfortable holding it with 3 fingers. Take your hook under the first one and hook onto the second one. Bring it under the first one. So I dropped it, so I'll do it again for you because I'm doing it slow. Drop the yarn, pick up that yarn and lock it. Now also, let me let you know, this is called your working yarn. So this is a yarn that is connected to your ball of yarn. I just got it out the way because I had a little bit of what we call barf. And barf is when a lot of yarn comes out at one time, because I'm working from the center of the yarn, and I'll show you that again on a full tutorial. You want to take that, lock it in, and you want to draw up another loop. Now, there's another way you can do a magic ring. Some people find this one to be easier. I'm a little bit more advanced, so bear with me. So you can take it and make a small loop the same way you would, just a small loop with not a lot of tail. And you just want to close in your hook. I'm going to show that again. You're just going to make a knot. Same thing. You're going to bring it up, but this time you're just going to close it and draw it up. And then you can, that's a single crochet. Take your yarn, wrap it around, pull it through. That's 2. Take your yarn, wrap it around. That's 3. Take your yarn, wrap it around. That's 4. You can do that, and then you can take and put it into the first loop, draw up your yarn, and pull it through both loops. And then you want to take it and always lock that in. You can draw up 2 loops, and now you have a little ring in the middle. If you pull it apart, you have a little circle in the middle, and then you can work in this middle. I don't prefer this one because this one's a little bit more bulkier. Again, we're going to go back over, leaving ourselves a tail that you're going to work in later. I'll show you how to work in later. Take your hook under the first one and grab onto the second one. Drop your yarn and pick up your working yarn. Take your hook, wrap it around, and pull through. Then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to draw your hook around, pull it through. That is now called a double crochet. So what you want to do now is you want to do 10 of these, not including what's already on your hook. So you want to take your yarn, wrap it around, go in the middle of the circle, draw up that loop, bring that loop back through. You now have 3 loops on your hook. You want to take your yarn, wrap it around, and bring it through the first 2 loops. Take your hook and wrap it around and bring it around the next 2. Let's do that again. Wrap your yarn around, take it into the circle, draw up your loop, bring it back through the circle, take your yarn, wrap it around, draw through, so you got your 3 hooks on there, draw through 2, and draw through 2. And they're going to look a little wonky in the beginning, but it'll come together. And now, remember, you don't want to count that first one, so we have 2 loops on our, two double crochets on our hook. Let's do that one more time. Take your yarn into the, take your yarn, wrap it around into the middle circle, draw up a loop, bring it to the first 2, and then bring it through the first 2, the next 2. We now have 3 loops on our ring. I'm going to start all over again because I need mine to be a little bit tighter. And just watch me. Now I'll try to go a little slow so you can see me start all over again while you practice as well. I don't typically hold my yarn the way most people do. It's not quite as comfortable for me. I'm trying to do it for the crochet's sake. So that's 1 loop for me. That's 2. That's 3. Sorry, you guys. That's 4. I think I got a delivery coming. That's 5. That's 6. And I'm going to pause it for a second. I'm back. 6. And you're going to have your tail here, and I'll tell you what to do in a minute for that. But for now, since it's short, you want to pull that to just a tad bit. Again, draw up a loop. Let me wrap your yarn around, draw up a loop. That's 7. See, my barf is coming along. That's 8. That's 9, and I'm going to slow down a little bit more again. So wrap the yarn around, take your hook, go in the mid center, pull up that loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn, wrap it around, draw it through 2, wrap it around, and draw it through 2. And now we have 10, not including the first one. And what we want to do next is we want to take this hanging yarn, and then we're going to close up our loop. So you're just going to pull on it gently. Do not pull it hard, but just pull it gently, and it'll close the center. And now we have a ring. So remember, we started off by having a magic ring. This is now your ring. And you're going to see you have here these little almost V shapes, they call them. There's a V shape here. See the V here, the V here, and the V here. So this is the first one that I said that we're not going to count. So you're going to count up 3. 1, here's 1 V. Hope you can see that. 2 V, 3 V. And we're going to stick our hook through the 2. And make sure you want to grab both pieces. See that V right there? That's a V shape. You want to make sure you grab both pieces of yarn. Sorry, want to make sure that both of these pieces of yarn are on your hook. Take your yarn, pull it through that, and then pull it through here. And now we have our ring. Stay tuned. I'll come back and go over this again, as well as we'll move on to the second part.